The exit is at the bottom of the audience, near the center, and down the hall. Please remember to write a review for the show you're about to see on the Hollywood Fringe platform and show some love to the creators. We appreciate you joining us for this important independent arts festival, and we thank you for coming out to East Hollywood and the Eastwood Performing Arts Center.
You suffer here and not in some bed.
You cannot hide from me, murderer! Thief! Coward! Barrister jumps back and points his sword at the woman. No need to end this body, murderer. It dies the same painful, plague-ridden death as all do south in Highweir. The same death that all who step into that once fertile land will for all time. Running if you wish. I shall bring you to your own. Barrister cuts his hand with the sword and kneels at the boulder, painting the 5 sigils on the boulder in his blood.
Donrir, Tesis, Mimbios, Sariti, Deum.
As he speaks, the word ends for the gods.
Kill me now, and take your revenge.
Death would be too gentle a fate for you.
Punish me as you deem appropriate. I have bound these sigils to this stone. Now and forevermore, the mortals of Fastersille will be able to come to this place and learn of magic.
Aye, forever. This shall be your curse and sentence until I deem you fit to die. You shall live in a prison of my own devising. A world so alike to this one I shall make and fill with your wretched kind.
This sounds like no punishment to me, for I love my kind. Why else would I gift them with such precious knowledge?
Foolish man! In eternity I give you of pain, war, and death. Every man, every woman, every child of your humankind shall die before you in this new world of unending suffering. Watch all of your kind perish, just as I did. Oh, my sweet daughter Thema died on your blade.
If this was the price of gifting my knowledge to this world, then so be it.
I shall give one final punishment to the world. Magic there shall be, wild and random it shall manifest, and its power only few. I decree it now that those of your kind whose souls beget magic fruit will be hunted now until the end of time.
Well, let it be so then. Take me and my people to this new world, goddess. But Know this, my people will ne'er stop to find you.
Scene 1.
A quick reminder that all members of the JV women's volleyball team are excused from 6th period class. Team members are to report to the gym for the retake of the photo for the school paper.
Lights up in a guidance counselor's office at Hayes High School in Los Angeles, California. Mary Grace M.G. Turner, a senior at Hayes High School, is wearing a t-shirt that says, "Yes, it's my birthday, deal with it." M.G. sits in the office reading a copy of the book Barrister's Children by Amelia Crane.
To all other students, please enjoy the upcoming fall break and go Tiger Sharks!
Enter Mrs. Roberts. Thanks for waiting, Mary Grace. I was called into an emergency meeting with Vice Principal Kaplan. I hope you weren't too bored.
It's cool. I was just reading my book,
Oh, we'd love to hear that. What you reading?
Barrister's Children by Amelia Crane.
I don't know that one. What's it about?
It's about these humans, Romeria, Finnet, and Emmerdale, who get kidnapped from Earth by elves as babies. Then they grow up raised as sisters in this magical world.
Romeria, huh? That's a pretty name. Sounds like a spooky Peter Pan type of thing.
I feel like all versions of Peter Pan are spooky.
MG, everything okay at home?
I guess.
Your older sister still taking care of everything all right?
Yeah, she's got 2 jobs, so I don't see her much.
Do you know why I asked you to come in?
Probably because I haven't been coming to school.
Yeah, exactly. I see you've been skipping class. Now, you're a senior, Mary Grace, and I know your family's been through quite the tragedy. I wanted to have this meeting to let you know that there are resources here at school to help students like you, if need be.
I'm not following.
You're so close to graduating, Mary Grace.
MG.
MG, sorry. As I was saying though, no matter what, I want to make sure you finish the school year with a diploma. Hopefully get you into college, set you up for a bright future.
I understand what you're trying to do, Mrs. Roberts, but when you're 18 and you've outlived both your parents, it kind of sours you on the prospect of the future.
MG, you can't just let your life pass you by. You're still here. They want you to have a chance at chasing your dreams.
Like I said, Mrs. Roberts, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I just don't care anymore.
Well, lucky for you, you have people in your life that do care. I took the liberty of sending an email to your sister regarding your absences. And I included a list of grief counselors and information regarding college applications.
You sent all that to Kara.
I did. MG, your grades have dipped, but it's totally salvageable. If we work hard now, we can get you back on track to pursue your dreams.
I don't have any dreams.
No goals at all?
I don't know.
You know, college can be a great place to explore different interests. You don't have to pick a major right away.
Frankly, I don't have time to think about college, because when I get home, my sister's probably gonna freaking kill me anyway. So thanks.
If she didn't already know, then I'm sorry, but she needed to be notified.
No, cool. Thanks for ruining my birthday and for all the helpful tools.
I didn't notice your shirt. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks.
MG storms out of the office, slamming the door. Exit MG. Mary Grace! Scene 2. Lights up in a coffee shop in Los Angeles. Kara Turner, a waitress in her mid-20s to early 30s, serves coffee and a slice of pie to Ray Priest, a man around the same age as Kara. The table Ray is sitting at has a laptop on it. Ray has earbuds in.
Last latte of the week. You gotta finish up, Ray.
Huh?
We're closing. I got you one for the road and a pie.
Sorry, hold on. Bye, have a good weekend, bye.
Oh my god, could they hear me?
What? No, it's cool, I was on mute. What were you saying? I can't read lips.
I was just saying that, it's 5. Don't have to go home, but you can stay here. Also, boom, latte and a slice of coconut cream pie. That was gonna go bad.
You're kicking me out, Kara?
Don't have anywhere better to be on a Friday night?
Actually, I do.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going out tonight.
Oh, hot date?
No.
Oh, you should've just said no.
I'm grabbing a beer with this guy I went to college with. To be honest, I don't really remember him at all.
If you don't remember him, then why are you grabbing a beer with him?
He reached out to me on Instagram and said he was going to be in LA for business, so he wanted to grab a drink and catch up.
But you don't remember this guy. Sounds murdery.
I felt awkward. Look, I'm a people person and I forget people all the time, especially from college. I was often high and not in class.
So, where are you guys going?
I was thinking Big Boy Ed. You know, I happen to know someone who works there.
Not tonight, you don't.
Really?
Yep, it's my little sister's birthday.
Oh yeah. How old's MG turning?
18.
Whoa, she could buy fireworks now. What's the big birthday plan?
Well, tonight we're keeping it low key. You know, pizza, cake, and a movie. But tomorrow, though.
Give it to me, baby. What's happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I am officially dubbed the greatest big sister of all time. I got us tickets to an evening with Amelia Crane at the big library downtown.
Oh, and Amelia Crane is...
She's an author. She wrote that book, Fastersille Children.
Oh yeah, you know, my roommate's girlfriend read that. She said it was really good.
Well, MG has read it like 4 times. She is totally gonna freak out.
Wow, that's a great gift. I don't think I've ever given a gift that good in my life. Not that I'm a bad gift giver. I gotta go, huh? But hey, happy birthday to your sister, right?
Yeah. Hey, have a good time tonight with that complete and total stranger. And, you know, tell Mike you know me. He might hook you guys up.
Thank you. See you later, Kara.
Enter MG.
What's up, birthday girl?
Hey.
MG, you remember Ray?
What's up?
How's adulthood? Did you buy any fireworks or lottery tickets yet?
What is it with you and fireworks?
It's a big concern for me at 18. My birthday's in July.
Okay, get out of here, pyromaniac.
Okay, happy birthday. I'll see you later, Kara.
Exit Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray, the cool guy that's definitely not in love with your sister. Happy birthday, kid. Don't buy too many lottery tickets.
Ugh, shut up. I barely know him. We're work friends, if anything.
You guys don't work together.
No, but we work at the same time and in the same place. And he likes it here because we have fast internet and coconut cream pie.
And hot waitresses.
Shut up. Come on, where are we getting pizza?
Little Caesars?
Little Caesars.
Exit MG and Paris. Scene 3. Lights up in the chamber of the Iron Spirit in Pyrus Crete and Fastersille. Prestonir, a man in his late 20s to early 30s, stands center stage shirtless wearing a long skirt of deep blue and a simple crown. Prestonir's chest is covered with an intricate design of sigils in blue ink. Romeria, dressed in deep blue robes, paints more sigils down his right arm, starting at the shoulder.
Don Rhea.
Romeria begins painting the next sigil.
How much longer do you think this will take?
That will depend on whether or not I have to wipe it off again.
One would think the most powerful witch to come out of High Hollow in 2,000 years would know a way to finish us all in seconds.
One would think the son of Conqueror Savion the Just would have more patience.
Since this may take a while, there is a matter I've been hoping to broach with you for a time now.
This ritual is actually much easier if we do not speak at all. Don Rhea.
Let's break for a meal then.
Prestonir, do not move. This will stay. Sweetie.
Thresher's sword! Romeria!
I warned you.
Romeria, we have a mammoth cheese from Valdeblin that's to die for. I'll have the valet fetch it.
You may eat once you are done.
Have you ever had a dwarven cheese with a Vilagoshan white? What I like to do with the cheese is take
I
it-
have many other responsibilities that I need to tend to before your coronation tonight, Prestonir. We have 45 more sigils to cast before the ward is done.
I forgot you Sylvians have no taste for wine. I could find a cider.
Generous Godet, stop moving!
Romeria, may I speak not as conqueror prince to High Witch, but person to person?
Prestonir.
I'd like to court Finnet. As she's your sister and you're the High Witch of my court, I'd like your blessing.
As your High Witch, I think that quite the politically savvy maneuver. It aligns you closer to the ladies of Harlow by tying my sister to your bloodline. As your sister, though, I think 2 things. Firstly, this is as cowardly an attempt at courtship as I have ever seen.
I appreciate
And second,
your...
you align Fed to Anthus. Anthus, the man you put in command of your personal guard who has loved Finn since he was a child. I mean, when you two were rotting in the gladiator cell in Tritidel, was it not Finnet's name he placed in the Spearman Shrine before each melee?
Actually, Anthus thought Finnet and I would make a match.
You spoke with Anthus?
I see you have a great regard for my character.
Should I have a high regard for your character, Prestamere? Prestamere, the songbird prince who left his father ill and surrounded by vultures so that he could sing Hywarian ballads to Villagoshian feather girls.
Is that the story, Romaria? You come here and play 16 soldiers with him and wipe the bile from his mouth, and suddenly you're the chronicler of who my father was. He sat you down and gave you lectures on valor and justice, so now you know what a real leader is?
I do not think you are the best choice to lead Pyrus. I think you are selfish, insecure, and pompous. Your father saw something in you, though. I just wish I could see what he saw, because if I could, if you were that man, then Finnet would be lucky to be courted by you. She'll accept, though, whether or not she loves you, because she understands honor.
I'll make you privy to some information. You don't know Finnet as well as you think you do.
Do I not? Oh, enlighten me, oh great conqueror.
I think I will have a break. Maybe a ride as well. You are dismissed, High Witch.
Very well. Take your ride.
Maybe I'll invite your sister.
I am certain she would be delighted.
I'm certain she would be.
But for her.
I'll summon you when I'm ready to continue the ritual.
Well, I am at your disposal, Prince.
Exit Prestamere. Scene 4. Lights up in the Turner sisters' one-bedroom apartment. Kara and MG sit at a table with a birthday cake full of candles.
Make a wish.
This is so dumb. I don't care if it's dumb. It's your 18th birthday. Make a wish.
MG blows out the candles and Kara cuts 2 slices out of the cake and serves.
What'd you wish for?
I can't tell you.
Well, maybe I'm magic and I already know.
Kara grabs a birthday card from a bookshelf and hands it to MG.
No way. You're joking, right?
Yes, way.
Like you're actually totally messing with me. I've been talking about this for months
And I've been listening to you talk about Therister's children for months. I thought you might like seeing who made it all up in person. Happy birthday, MG.
I can't believe I'm gonna see Amelia Crane in real life.
Well, the Q&A's tomorrow at 7, and we are taking the red line downtown, so I don't have to park.
Thank you. This is the best birthday present ever. How did I not even know she was doing this in LA?
You know, it's crazy how I found out about it. I just got this random spam email from the library, and I was like, we gotta do this.
Thanks, Kara.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mary Grace. Speaking of emails, your guidance counselor.
I figured you'd want to talk about that.
MG, what's going on? Just talk to me.
I think I'm gonna just go to my room and get started on some homework. Thanks for the tickets.
Come on. Seriously, let's not make a big deal about this. Let's just talk.
Okay, let's talk. If you want me to get my GED, we can talk about it, but I'm not going there anymore.
Okay, what? I mean, why do you hate being at school?
Seriously. Kara, they all act like it never fucking happened, and God forbid, if it does come up, they're all super nice, like they work at Disneyland or some shit.
Well, what do you expect them to do, MG? What about all your friends? Like who? Like Becca and Carmen and, I don't know, Nathan? I don't know what you want them to do. The accident was a year and a half ago, and I know how hard it is, but
what? We need to move on?
I didn't say that. They're our mom and dad, MG. It's just that they would have wanted us
To what, Kara?
They would have wanted you to finish high school. Not that there's anything wrong with getting your GED, but look, MG, I dropped out of college. I worked 2 jobs, so you don't have to.
Sorry, I'm such an inconvenience.
Stop interrupting me. I know that it's really hard, and I am not going to allow you to waste your life.
Because living here with me is a waste of your time.
You have to finish high school, Mary Grace.
Stop acting like mom.
Stop acting so selfish.
You don't have a degree.
If you don't have a tattoo on your outer thigh that says coffee machine We can talk about it later. That was the bar. I gotta go into it. You should call us.
Kara,
I shouldn't have brought it up tonight, okay?
I didn't mean to say you don't care about Mom and Dad.
It's okay. I'm sorry for yelling. I gotta get changed, okay?
Exit Kara. Benji sits eating her cake. Enter Kara in a cropped black t-shirt that says Big Boy Ed's Bar and Grill.
Kara, thanks for the tickets.
Yeah. Happy birthday, MG. I'll be back in a couple hours. Don't throw a crazy birthday rager while I'm gone, okay?
No promises. I love you.
I love you too.
Exit Kara. Scene 5. Lights up at Big Boy Ed's Bar and Grill. Ray sits at a high table with Theo Parker, a man around 30. Both men have beers.
But yeah, so I'm sitting in my parents' house in Phoenix. No job, no apartment, it's the height of the pandemic, and then randomly I get this email about this hybrid data entry position, and the only thing is I gotta move to LA, and I'm thinking, I like the beach. What do I got going on? So I say yes, and then I apply, and then the next day they offer me the job.
You're a lucky man.
And the craziest part though is I've never had to even go in for anything. They just want me in LA because the headquarters here or something. But sorry, I didn't even ask you what you did. You're here for work too, right? I never asked what you do, man.
Yeah,
Where is that leader with the underdrive?
Enter Mike, the bar manager, a large man who walks past the table.
Excuse me, sir. Would you send our waitress this way,
She went home sick.
Perhaps you can help us then.
We're Kara's friends.
Good for you.
We're at the bar.
Exit Mike.
Sorry, dude. I got crazy ADHD. I saw the waiter and I was like, oh, wait,
No apologies necessary. A night like this must be celebrated with meat and mead.
Okay. You were saying though.
I'm in private security.
Oh no way, that's awesome. Do you get to carry like a gun and stuff?
I could if I wanted. I prefer this though.
Theo unzips his jacket to reveal a bandolier holding 3 ornate daggers and unsheaths one.
Dude, how'd you get in here with that, man?
Magic.
Okay. Cool.
The blade itself is new, a titanium alloy made in Germany, but the handle is over 500 years old. Hold it, please.
I don't know, man. Maybe we should just put away the knife.
Ray, look, I'll wave it around. Nobody cares.
I'll stop doing the Jurassic Park thing.
Ray has an enchantment on it. Only those I wish can see through its wards.
Theo places the dagger on the table.
Sorry, man. I think I gotta close out.
Enter Kara with a tower of onion rings.
Hey, Ray!
Oh, Kara! Hey!
In it?
Hey, you must be Ray's college friend. I'm Kara. You said your name was Finn?
No, his name is Theo, and funny thing is I actually don't remember him very well, remember?
Ray wearily gestures at the dagger on the table.
Oh, yeah! Right! Hey, Mike? Good Dobson!
Theo takes the knife off the table.
Let's all forget about the dagger. Remember, no one can see it. I brought it as a way to demonstrate
Enter
that...
Mike.
What's going on?
What the hell do you mean? Look!
You think this is funny? You tell your friends to come down here and ask for free shit and act all weird?
Is this a bit? Can someone call the cops, please? Like, help us?
Hello?
Somebody,
Help
please?
us! Please!
Please stop! I'm just trying to show you that magic exists in an easy-to-demonstrate way. Sir, can you see this dagger?
No. Get the fuck out of my bar. You heard me. Get your shit and leave.
You just called me in.
Kara, we're leaving. Bye.
You can't fire me for this. I came all the way here on my day off. It's my sister's fucking birthday. I don't even know these guys. Please.
They have been disrupting my business and throwing around your name while they do it. So I don't care if they're strangers or if you blow both of them every Tuesday at 3.
Don't
Kara slaps Mike.
Don't talk to me like that.
Bitch.
Mike goes to slap her back, but Theo grabs Mike, strikes his arm and twists it, prepping to break the limb.
You're going to forget all of our faces after falling into a deep sleep. Ray, reach into my right coat pocket.
God, please don't hurt him. Jesus.
Ray pulls an old piece of paper out of Theo's pocket with a Membios sigil on it.
Membios.
Everyone in the bar except Theo, Kara, and Ray falls asleep, and Theo lets go of Mike.
Run, Ray!
Kara takes Ray by the hand and runs off stage. Scene 6. Lights
why are you stopping?
I gotta go home, Ray. Your friend.
Kara, he's not my friend. Like I told you this morning.
Okay, fine. That guy, whoever he was, he made me lose my job. I needed that job. It's Mary Grace's birthday.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I don't care. I'm gonna go. Don't come back to the coffee shop.
Hold on. I think we need to talk about what happened tonight.
What happened? Explain to me what happened, Ray.
I don't know, but we were...
There is no we. Just forget about tonight and stay away from me.
Exit Kara. Ray sits at the bus stop bench. Ray puts his hand in his pocket and picks out the crumpled up piece of paper that Theo had in his pocket.
Envious.
Five faceless figures draped in black enter in a line behind Ray.
Remember, Alphys, son of Cobb, the swordsmith.
Ray walks in the approaches Ray.
On your feet.
I can't.
You're only a human boy. Maybe it was too early to begin your training with the blade.
Papa, no, wait, I want to learn, please.
Up there.
Figure 1 helps Ray up.
Remember, some of the greatest bladesmen in Fastersille are some of the greatest fools, my son. The mastery is in deciding what to unsheath your blade for.
I was 7. We stayed up all night planning what my first blade would look like.
Figure 1 returns to his place in line. The next 2 figures approach Ray.
Wait, don't go, I'm so confused.
Figure 2 puts him in a full Nelson. Figure 3 punches Ray in the gut.
Oh!
It's the one who took out Odd's eye.
Human too. You know, we can sell him and the other one in order to Master Plitham for pit fight. That's if he don't die in the yawl.
Figure 3 pulls Ray's head up by the hair.
What are you doing out all the way up here in the sewer vein? Probably one of those wine changelings the hobgoblins take from the other world. Is that what you are, boy? An elvish fellow changeling?
Take the changeling back to the ship. This one gets 3 days of quarter rations.
Figure 2 pushes Ray to the ground. Figures 2 and 3 take their place back in line. Ray pulls himself up to sit on the bench.
I'm not him.
Enter Figure 4. Figure 4 sits at the bench next to Ray. Figure 4 begins to row a pantomime.
Keep rowing and look forward.
Ray picks up his pantomime oar and begins to row.
Good man. You ought to get off with the ship.
No, I want to row in the galley of a Trinidad river raider till I...
Keep your voice down. My name is Preston. I'm the son of Savian the Iron Spear of Pyrrhus. I'm inciting mutiny.
Preston.
So far, you have joined. But I'm expecting more people to join once it begins.
We're going to get storm overboard.
You may either row and be disemboweled in an arena in Trinidad a week from now, or you may assist me in burning this vessel to a crisp. What do you say?
How does setting fire to a ship in the middle of the arena benefit us in any way?
Well, it doesn't. Unless the river current does what I think it'll do.
What is it you need from me?
When I give the signal, knock over the brazier and jump overboard.
Figure 4 stands.
For Pyrrhus!
Ray stands, then Figure 4 returns to his place in line. Figure 5 crosses over to Ray. Figure 5 and Ray begin doing a waltz-like dance.
After the day of your father's smithing, I never thought I'd see you again. It's been so many years, I just gave up.
I know your voice.
And this...
You're Finnan. You're Kara.
There's something I have to tell you.
I remember your voice. I remember a summer when you taught me how to shoot a bow, and when I kissed you at the Marigold Festival.
The dance sends the two flitting off stage and then spinning back on stage, but this time Ray is dancing with Finn and Kara in a beautiful gown.
Ever since Romaria became the Lady of the Hollow, she has gained favor with powerful people. And this Preston...
He asked me I thought. And I said you were a match. That you make a great queen.
They stopped dancing.
Without magic, I needed to make myself useful in the Holy City, to be allowed to stay.
God, but this isn't real. My name is Ray Priest. I grew up in a cul-de-sac in Arizona. I work in data entry.
I'm so sorry.
Bennett approaches Ray and kisses him on the forehead. Exit all figures.
I won't stay to see you married.
I have a duty to Romaria and Ysabel. You are a warrior, you know it.
I do, but Finn, forget duty for a moment. Do you love him?
I do.
Finn it!
The lights flicker off, then on again, and Ray is alone at the bus stop. Enter Theo holding a book.
It'll come back in bursts.
I don't want any trouble, man.
Neither do I. That wasn't how we planned all of this going. Finnick wasn't supposed to be there. If you want to learn more, to understand what is going on,
I am not who you think I am. I'm Ray. Just Ray.
we both know that's not true. The good news is you can be both. Ray and Anthus, if you choose.
I don't want to choose.
Do me a favor. Read this first, then decide. She wrote this for us. Reading through it helps. If you decide you want to accept who you are, meet us tomorrow night at the LA Central Public Library.
So you're like me then?
Anthus, son of Ka. There's not a man in the worlds of the goddess like you.
If we were in another world, how did we end up here? I know some things now, but I still don't understand a lot of these memories.
Give it time. Read this and meet us tomorrow.
Theo places a copy of Barrister's Children by Amelia Crane on the bench next to Ray and exits. Scene 7. Lights up in the living room of Turner Sisters' apartment. MG enters holding a slice of cake on a plate. As MG enters, you hear she's listening to a podcast out loud. MG sits at the couch and resumes her homework.
Amelia, a lot of discourse has been made about the end of Barrister's Children.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Yes, big spoilers if you haven't read it yet. Thank you. So like I was saying, in the end, everyone dies. And now you have all this great mythology behind Fastersille. Do you see yourself ever returning to Fastersille for more stories in that world?
That's a question I get asked a lot, Andrew. A return is in the works. The story's in the early stages of plot development, but I'm hoping to get us back there sooner than most of y'all would think.
Wow, that's quite a tease for the fans out there. All right, so off of that, one last question, because I know we got to go soon. Who was your favorite character to write and why?
Oh, they're all like family. I don't know how I'd choose.
There's a pounding at the door and MG pauses the podcast.
Kara, you're home early.
You hear the door creaking open. Enter Yotor, a monster of rock and moss. MG screams and runs to the other end of the couch, throwing couch pillows at Yotor. Yotor walks toward MG, who picks up a copy of Barrister's Children to throw at him. This stops Yotor.
Yeah? Get out or I'll keep pointing this book at you!
Yotor points one claw at the book and then at his chest, which has 3 symbols carved into its rock. The middle symbol is the same as the one on the book cover.
Hey, you bring Yotor here.
I did not bring you here. Go away!
Yotor not know where he is.
You left the door open! Hey, did you go somewhere?
Small bitch bring another one here.
Kara, don't come in here!
Yotor serves only the high witch. You send Yotor back.
Someone else there? I'm sorry again about earlier, MG. I seriously could have chosen better.
Enter Kara, who sees Yotor and screams.
What the hell is that thing?
I am Yotor.
Kara, Mary Grace, get back here!
Mary Grace starts walking You can trust me, Yotor. I'll send you back to where you came from.
How are you gonna do that?
It's okay. I know all about this from this book. You don't have to be scared. Just let me touch you.
Smolvich, no Romaria?
I read about her in my book. I don't know how you're here, but I'll try and send you back. You can trust me.
MG reaches out her finger, touching Yotor's chest, and traces the middle sigil.
Membios.
Yotor kneels on one knee with his head and bows.
Yotor will accept an offering from the goddess gifted.
Holy shit. We gotta give him something.
MG starts looking around the apartment.
What is that thing? How did you know how to do that?
Kara, look, it's the same thing on its chest.
I don't understand what you're talking about, MG.
The sigil on the book cover is the symbol on its chest. We gotta give him something nice now, or he'll think I'm a bad witch and start wrecking stuff again.
You know, you always do this thing when you think you're being fucking clever. Stop burying the lead. What is that robot on that robot's chest?
It's not a robot. It's Yotor.
What is Yotor?
He's from the book. See?
MG flips through the book.
Read.
Okay. The endless sentinels of Highwire, the beings of earth and magic. This means nothing to me. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack. How are you so calm? This thing is in our living room.
I'm not calm. I'm just handling it better than you.
First the guy at work tries to kill me. Now I have a Yotor in my apartment. Are you sure this thing isn't gonna harvest our organs?
I don't think it will hurt us. Wait. I've got an idea.
Exit MG.
Yeah. I'm sure that its razor sharp claws are just for back scratches.
I was literally just reading this part in the book again earlier today. Romaria finds him caught by these poachers, and she befriends Yotor by casting the Safehold sigil, and then gains his trust by giving him the gift of a cape.
Okay, so that's what you did? You casted a spell. You have magic now?
Enter MG with a Barbie bedsheet and a safety pin.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, here goes nothing.
MG fastens the sheet like a cape around Yotor.
This is a fun gift. Yotor will be your sentry.
Yotor stands and begins to stomp around the apartment, knocking into things. Kara and MG hop up on the couch.
Can you stop it?
MG grabs a marker off the coffee table.
Here, draw this symbol from the book cover on my hand.
Kara grabs the marker and starts drawing.
How was work?
Got fired.
Okay, not great then.
Yeah. Ray stopped by and he brought this crazy guy who stuck in a knife and he kept waving it around saying magic. And next thing I know, Mike kicks the three of us out, fires me, and then starts saying all this screwed shit while I'm begging for my job, so I slapped him.
You slapped him?
He deserved it. Then he goes to hit me, and then Ray's friend grabs him and says, well, actually, it sounded a lot like what you just said to that robot thing.
Weird.
Okay, all done.
MG reaches out her hand toward Yotor.
Wait!
Kara hides behind the sofa.
What are you doing?
I don't know what's about to happen.
In the book, Romaria can shapeshift him into this ball to travel with him. I'm gonna try and do that.
Kara ducks behind the couch again.
Donriere!
Kara pops her head back up from behind the sofa, and Kara has a full mustache.
Mary Grace Turner.
Holy shit!
Fix it now!
I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I can't.
I swear to God, MG, if you don't...
I'm trying again. Ayo, Donriere!
Let's get out of here!
Exit Kara and MG. The stage goes black. The howling wind sound slowly dies, and lights flicker back on to reveal a ruined apartment with a baseball-sized circular stone where Yotor once stood. Kara and MG enter.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna go shower. And shave. After that, I am going to bed, and tomorrow we can game plan about how we're going to ask Amelia Crane what the fuck just happened to our apartment.
Scene 8. Lights up in the event space in LA Central Public Library. There are several rows of chairs filled with people
Yotor? Yes, I've got him. Okay, just making sure. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Hey, you know, we'll figure this all out, okay? When they start the line, just hop right up for questions and get in line.
What if she doesn't believe us or something?
You know, I say when in doubt, just cast a spell.
Okay, but I don't know how to cast a spell.
Enter Prudence, a woman with a clipboard who approaches the sisters.
Excuse me, ladies. Do you need help finding your seat?
Sure, thank you.
Names?
Kara and Mary Grace Turner.
Wow, I've actually got some exciting news for you. You've been selected for a special pre-show meet and greet with Amelia.
You mean right now?
Yes, right now. You've been randomly selected. Congratulations. Are you interested?
Yes! I mean, that sounds great.
Just follow me to the green room, ladies.
Exit stage right Prudence, MG, and Kara. Enter Ray, who finds a seat. Once he does, the crowd starts to cheer as Amelia Frame enters from stage right. Amelia is in her late 20s to mid-30s and speaks in an American Southern accent. Amelia has a white streak running through her hair.
How y'all doing today? I know we weren't supposed to start for another 15 minutes, but I just have to come out and talk to y'all for a minute. You see, LA, plans have changed a bit. Something I've been working on since I was 10 years old is coming to fruition. Writing Therester's Children, this whole tour, it all was leading to something I have to do today. Y'all, I would have never gotten here without all of you making this book the phenomenon it's become. But unfortunately, my loves, your job is over now.
Amelia reveals a piece of jewelry on her palm connected to 5 rings and a bracelet by slender chains. She lifts open the clasp on the middle piece that looks something like a compact. Inside is a red pigment which she dips a finger in and then draws a line from her chin down her throat with an X halfway down.
Ayo, Membios. Please stand.
Everyone stands except Ray.
All of you will remember having the best time here tonight. The Q&A was interesting and funny. I even had a special interaction with you, and I was just the way you always imagined I'd be in all the best ways. You're all ready to go straight home now, where you'll have the most restful sleep of your lives. When you wake up, you'll find that thing you've been dreading doing for so long. Well, it's actually not much trouble at all, and you're gonna go ahead and do it. All right, y'all can leave now.
Amelia smears the X into a circle and everyone in the audience exits, leaving Ray in his seat looking at Amelia.
You know who I am?
In theory, I do. You're Romeria?
I'll hit this.
I don't think I'm ready for you to call me that yet.
Fair enough. It's nice to meet you then, Ray.
You already know my name.
I won't play the Vacation Sphinx with you, Ray. Like I said, this has been in the works for a while. I've known who you were for a long time. I'm the reason you moved here.
How?
Magic.
Well, that makes about as much sense as any of this does. I read the book.
My sisters are waiting for us through that door.
They're not your sisters, though. They have their own lives.
Adopted or not, they'll always be my sisters.
Does Emmerdale know that she...
No, not yet. They don't know anything, and please let me tell them when it is the right time.
Fair enough. What if I decide I just want to be Ray? Are you gonna brainwash me into staying?
You're free to go, Ray, but the part of you that's Anthus, it'll never go away.
Okay. But why get us all together now? What's the point?
It's the second needs tonight. Yesterday, Emmerdale came into her magic, and she needs us, all of us.
Can I ask one more question before I decide?
Yeah, of course.
If I remember correctly, it was the goddess that sent us back here to live our lives the way we were supposed to be, but what's stopping her from doing the same thing again? Why would she allow this to happen? I mean, how dangerous is it for us to be even getting together right now?
Don't forget that before I summoned the goddess to Pyrus Free during the siege, she had abandoned the mortal worlds as long as the earth had existed. Our world is a prison that she left the Vations in charge of. When we were sent back here, she just threw us in her cells. She doesn't care.
So what do I call you?
You know my name, but you can call me Amelia till you're ready.
I will hear you out, Amelia.
Scene 9. Lights up on Kara and MG in the green room. MG sits on a sofa next to Kara.
Wasn't this thing supposed to start at 7?
Maybe she's keeping us here as punishment for summoning an ancient mystical beast.
Enter Amelia.
Kara, Mary Grace, I can't tell you how nice it is to finally meet you. I am Amelia Crane.
What do you mean, finally?
I need to warn you both. What I'm about to say is gonna sound a little crazy. I don't think anything you're about to say is gonna shock me. Magic is real. Last night was the first meet.
How do you already know about last night?
Oh, not an ounce of magic takes place in this world without my knowing, Kara.
You sent that thing?
That was all MG. I'm sure Yoder had quite the scare though, getting teleported half across the world with no warning. You didn't happen to bring him here, did you?
We did.
Perfect, because we'll need him later.
Can you please just skip the pleasantries and explain to us what's going on before you have to go on stage?
Kara, my time is all yours. Let's just open up this can of worms and do you know what a changeling is?
No, I don't.
It's that thing from myths where fairies take a kid to the fairy realm and leave an old sick fairy in disguise in the kidnapped kid's place. That's the premise to your book. When you were 7 and Mary Grace was...
Okay, I think I remember being kidnapped and brought to Neverland. You know, that's what you were gonna say, right?
And when I was a baby, so was I. We lived in this other world called Fastersille well into our 30s because of some mistakes I made. Our souls were sent back here by an angry goddess.
Tharister's Children is an autobiography? You're Romeria!
And you were my little sisters, Ysabel and Finnan. What happened to you last night,
Enter Ray and Theo.
Ray? Were you in on this the whole time? And you! You know you got me fired.
It wasn't my intention.
Ray is here for answers too, same as you, Kara.
Last night after you left, something just clicked.
Are you Anthus or Prestamere?
I'm Anthus, but still call me Ray. But Kara, after you left,
So you're Prestamere.
Adopted son of Savian the Just, Iron Spear of Pyrrhus, defender of the O'Day.
Why are you just all accepting this?
Do you remember last night? I think it makes sense.
None of this makes sense.
That's why I want you to listen and I'll explain everything.
Let's say this thing is real. Isn't it a little convenient that we all just happen to live in LA?
I can explain, Finnan.
That's not my name.
Kara, it's all well though, but it's a well thought out plan. Yesterday was
Have you been stalking us? You sent him to watch me at work. We're leaving. Come on, MG.
I did not know that was gonna...
MG howls in pain.
Ah!
Then looks up to see everyone is frozen in place. Amelia falls to the ground and gets up, dusting herself off.
What did I do to them? Oh, you suspended tie them in time. It's a tricky spell to cast, but easy to break. They'll be fine. You read my book. What's your theory on what's going on? I just turned 18, and you said yesterday was the first Neve. So in Fastersille, that's when the goddess gifted gets their magic. You are goddess gifted, and the wild magic that existed before time and the goddess is working through you, starting a symbiotic connection with your soul. Eventually, you'll be able to control your connection, but a goddess gifted is dangerous.
That was gonna happen. I didn't know anything about this till last night.
Interesting.
I'm telling the truth, Theo, tell her.
She's not responding to what you were saying, Ray.
Did you stop the spell?
What spell?
Amadel just suspended this room in time.
Just now.
Her name is MG.
Nobody stopped the spell, MJ. New magic like yours does what it wants, whether it's stopping time or setting a house on fire. That's why I need to perform a binding ritual on you.
So do the binding ritual, then we can all go home.
Wait, but just because you do the binding ritual doesn't mean I can use my magic. I want to learn.
MG, you do not need to learn how to do magic.
Says the only person in the room without magic powers.
I don't have magic powers.
Don't you think Mary Grace should be the one to make the decision?
Right, look, no offense to MG. Still very excited. Why are you bringing us all together here for this?
The ceremony requires training, and 4 persons whose souls have been touched by magic. Goddess gifted or not, all of our souls have been touched by magic. That's why you all need to be awakened.
And we thought you had a right to know.
would training need? 2 days at my father's estate should be all it takes for the binding. MG and I will be studying the styles of both the Ladies of the Hallow and the Masters of the University of Prodeus. After that, she will have the foundations for the binding. MG, once your magic is bound to you, you'll be able to choose whether you want to move forward with your studies or not. Kara and Ray, you will both be compensated for your time away from work. You'll magically be given the week off with pay sometime in the next 5 minutes, should you choose to join us.
I'm in. Let's do it.
MG, when do we leave?
Amelia opens up her paint compact on her hand, dips her finger in the ink, and draws a triangle with no bottom on her right hand.
We'll leave now. If y'all could join hands, everyone take a deep breath. Ayo.
End of chapter 1. Chapter 2, Goddess Gifted. Scene 1. Lights up on a starlit meadow outside of Vernus Glen in Fastersille. Anthus and Finnet lay looking at stars.
Do you think the other world is up there?
In
the stars somewhere?
In the sky?
You know, if giants could build castles of clouds and magic, why not?
And this, I don't know what you can do sitting around thinking of other worlds on the second week.
You never wondered what you might have been there?
In a world with no magic.
In a world with only humans, where you can be anything you want without having to worry about a band of Tritidels raiding your village or selling you to a human trader.
Who's to say it's truly so fantastic? Mama Verna says the human world is made as a prison for our kind. Besides, if I were there, I wouldn't know you.
Fastersille does have its advantages, I suppose.
And in the other world, they don't celebrate the neat nights.
None of them.
Finnet sits up, and so does Anthus.
They don't mourn the departure of the goddess on the 5th, or the murder of Thema on the 13th.
Finnet brushes back Anthus's hair.
How impious.
They don't praise the birth of Thema on the 3rd either.
That means they most likely don't celebrate the creation of Fastersille at all.
No, but we do.
Well, I was raised by a hobgoblin and you were raised by... I was raised by a dwarf, you were raised by a hobgoblin.
And this is the second niece. It's the most romantic holy day. And I invited you to the meadow. I don't want to talk about the other world. I want you to give me my second niece kiss.
Oh.
Anthus and Finnet lean in to share a kiss, but just before their lips touch...
Finnet!
Enter Ysabel.
There you are, Finn! Ysabel, what are you doing here? You told me you'd take me to beg for blessings before sundown. I thought you were lost, so... I told you I'd take you once I returned from seeing Anthus. Go home, Ysabel, I'll be back soon. The neat is almost through, you promised! Ysabel, stop being such a child! And go home.
The chime of a Membio's sigil is heard, and Ysabel screams.
Ah!
Finnet crumples to the ground.
You're in my head! I can't stop!
Ysabel, what's going on, Finn?
My magic! It's here, I can't control it! Go get my mother and Romeria from the potion shop! Go!
Exit Anthus. Finnet takes a paintbrush and a vial of ink out of the pocket in her belt. She paints a Membio's sigil in her hand and holds Ysabel's convulsing body.
Membios! I'm so sorry, please, stay with me. Membios! We can go begging for blessings. We can get so many sweets, and Romeria will come too. Membios!
Ysabel's body goes limp. Scene 2. Lights up in the kitchen of the estate house around 3 in the morning. MG is making a sandwich. The counter is littered with sandwich supplies and a few candles. MG has a copy of Tharister's Children open next to her. Enter Amelia in a robe, pajamas, and slippers.
Can't sleep? I've been sick to my stomach since we teleported here. Now I'm starving, though. What are you doing up?
A lot on my mind.
Can I ask you something I've been thinking about?
Oh, yeah, shoot.
Why go through all the trouble to write the book?
Oh, it wasn't any trouble. For Lady of the Hallow, there is nothing more sacred than words. It's through spoken word that our worlds were created, and it's through written that our connection to that universal power is exercised. Plus, all of this is a lot easier with you being familiar with our world. Cuts the learning curve.
But how did you know I'd read the book?
Your copy's magic. I put a message charm on it that called you to read it, and just in case, I cast a following sigil.
Oh, yeah, the day I got it from the
It
library.
seemed like there was a copy on every shelf.
Yeah, because it was. So why us though? How do we get magic?
In the Hollow, it is taught that within every soul is a small amount of chaotic energy that existed before the goddess. That's what we would call energy magic.
So, if everyone has magic, then why doesn't everyone have to worry about getting their magic bound like me?
True ability to shape magical energy is random and rare, especially in humans. There are probably only 200 to 300 people born in a century that possess enough magic to allow them to cast, and of those, normally none will survive past their second birthday.
Because they're taken as babies?
Exactly. There was much more magic in this world back when people were still afraid of monsters taking their children from their cradles.
Well, that's scary. I'm excited to start learning tomorrow, though.
Well, I'll wait till tomorrow.
Seriously?
We can do something small like lighting a candle. Put your hand on the counter, palm up.
Amelia takes a brush and a vial of ink out of her robe pocket, then begins to paint the Sariti sigil on MG's hand.
These sigils are the cover of the 5 words of the goddess spoke to create the universe. And Therister taught them to the first casters before his exile. Aeol, air, Donrir, land, Tessis, water, Membio, soul, and this one is Sariti, fire.
Amelia then does the same to her own hand. She points at the candle.
Sariti.
The candle sparks to life.
It's that easy.
Amelia blows out the candle.
Focus on the wick. Feel the light of the flame hit your eye. See the flame, then speak the word.
Sariti.
The candle sparks, then flickers out.
What happened?
When I was a novice in the High Hollow, I was required to memorize all 72 basic sigils into Tania's scrolls on the hierarchy of the sigils of the 5 words. Before we were allowed to put ink to skin. It was a great first try, and tomorrow you do even better.
How do you know that?
Because you're my little sister. That's how. I'm gonna try and go back to bed.
Romeria?
Yeah,
I'll get my memories back soon, right?
very soon. It'll all start coming back.
I wish I could remember it all now. I wish Kara could too.
Me too.
Good night, Romeria.
Good night, Amelia.
Exit Amelia. Scene 3. Lights up the next morning in the dining room. Kara, Ray, and Theo sit at a table while Yotor serves them breakfast.
Thank you, Yotor.
Yotor thanks you. Yotor stands vigil over the manor now.
You don't need to ask me, Yotor.
Yotor stands vigil over the manor now. Yes.
Yes, go stand vigil over the manor.
Yotor stomps off.
So question. Is Yotor like a guy?
I think he's more like an animal?
Yotor is a semi-intelligent magical construct.
Which is...
A robot made of magic, I suppose you could say.
I told MG it was a robot.
You know, I haven't interacted with Yotor much, but I imagine it's what talking with Scooby-Doo would be like.
If Scooby-Doo was older than the atoms that make up our universe, yeah.
The 3 of them go back to eating.
So, Theo, how'd you meet Amelia? On Earth, I mean.
I was on a Mediterranean vacation with my then fiancée and her family. I asked her to marry me, and that's what triggered my awakening. After some research, I found out about the book and tracked down Romeria at a writers' conference in the UK.
Wow, you just gave up your whole life like that.
It didn't feel like I was giving all that much up, compared to what I'd already lost in Fastersille. I tried to explain to my fiancée what was going on, why I was leaving, but she thought I was having a breakdown.
So when do we get started on the training for this ceremony thing?
Possibly tomorrow. Maybe later than that.
Okay, and what are we supposed to do until possibly tomorrow, or perhaps later then?
Explore the grounds. Enjoy your paid vacation. If you'd excuse me.
Theo stands up from his seat.
Where are you off to?
Amelia's father is joining us for dinner tonight. And since she is busy training your sister, there are some things I must attend to.
Have fun.
I'll make sure I do. Don't get into too much trouble, you two. Remember, you're allowed everywhere in the estate except the West Wing.
What's in the West Wing?
Nothing. I was just having some fun.
Theo. That guy is still weird.
I don't know. I feel like it's easy to feel a little weird, you know, having all these memories inside you.
Ray?
Yeah.
When you got awakened, do you know what triggered it?
I guess after we stopped running from Pressamere the other night, I looked at you and I felt your fear, and then when you left, boom, Andis' whole life, my whole life just started crashing through me, like consuming every ounce of me. And then the memories were all jumbled at first, like dumping a box of puzzle pieces on the ground, and I should stop talking. I should shut up. I'm
Ray,
sorry.
come on. I asked.
Do you know our story? Do you know the story of us?
I mean, I haven't read the book, but I know the rough details.
Well, we had a complicated history in the other place. Anyway, the memory that really brought it all together was you telling me you were going to marry Prestamere. You can ask Amelia about her experience, but for me at least, it feels like the key to unlocking it is magic tied in with some sort of strong emotion.
Okay, well, help awaken me today. You know, we can do whatever you think might trigger it. You know, I figure this thing isn't going away, so I want to meet it head on. And hopefully, if we can awaken me, then I can help MJ.
I'm gonna go shower. Meet you down here around noon.
Sounds like a plan.
And hey, maybe start reading the book while you wait. There's some interesting stuff in there.
Scene 4. Lights up in Amelia's casting room. Candles illuminate the stage. Amelia stands across from MG at a table in the middle of the room. The table is holding a candlestick carved with sigils, a golden goblet, and a flower pot. Behind them there are 5 tapestries, one with each of the symbols of the 5 words of creation on it.
You start. Surrey.
The candle on the table sparks to light. The sound of a gust of wind is heard and the flame sputters out.
Tassis.
MG points at the goblet. Amelia takes the goblet and tips it upside down over the pot and nothing spills out.
Oh, that's alright. We can try that one again later. Damn it, how hard is it to fill a cup with water? Give yourself some slack. You're not filling it from the tap.
Fog starts to fill the room.
See? There's the water. Next time we just need to make sure it's liquid form. It's kind of scary. I mean, you said I'm a ticking time bomb basically while I'm unbound. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to die. Hey, don't talk like that. You'll be ready for this. I promise. Really, in a day, you think I can do it? I mean, I haven't even casted Membios. We'll get through it. Just calm down. Just breathe. I think we should switch gears. Focus on getting my memories back. I mean, I knew all this stuff, right? And if I choose to know! I'm sorry for yelling. I'm just stressed out too. This is just the way things have to be done, okay? Okay. Let's take lunch and meet back here in an hour. Sure. You're doing a great job. Thanks.
Exit MG. Amelia paints the Membio sigil on her forehead. Amelia then sits in a meditative pose upstage center.
Membios.
Amelia closes her eyes, and the sounds of clashing swords, screaming women, and destruction are heard. Amelia breathes in deep.
Membios.
Please, Mama. It was an accident. Do not take her magic.
Stop! No, please. Membios!
Pirate Space Improvements, that blood will be on your hands, Ronaria.
It is the only way, Magnus. We cannot win. The goddess may at least be willing to save us for a while.
Nobody should have survived that fire, but I found that little girl with that scratch on her. It was a miracle.
Listen, Valerie, you must understand that Megan has gone through quite a bit of trauma for a girl her age. We normally wouldn't allow a man of your age to...
Come with me, Amelia. You are a very special little girl.
Enter Kara being led in by Yotor. The second Kara enters, Amelia opens her eyes.
Hey, hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
No, you weren't interrupted at all.
Where's MG?
We broke for lunch. I was just meditating.
How's it all going?
The goddess's sacred arts aren't something you grasp in a day, but she is doing as well as anyone on their first day.
So that.
Mama once told you after you've been trying to turn a pumpkin seed into an apple seed all day, that sigils only give the mortals the illusion of control. If magic wants you to become a caster, then you allow itself to be casted. Some people are just more persuasive than others.
She'll be fine.
She's one of us.
There was something I was wondering if you could help me with.
Yeah, anything. What is it?
Well, I really want to unlock my memories, and I was wondering, just because MG told me that, we had a family potion shop, so I thought maybe if you had any recipes, then I could try to...
Oh, if Mama could hear that, her wings would fall right off in shock.
What?
Well, you weren't the biggest fan of brewing. Mama had you delivering potions as soon as you were old enough.
And I guess you were the best at brewing.
Well, I wasn't Mama's girl.
Also the oldest, right?
And we didn't know how old you were, so you and I were kind of racist twins, and MG was always the baby sister. Sorry for bringing all that up. I can see how uncomfortable it makes you.
No, it's okay. I can't imagine what it's like for you, having us here after all this time.
It has been a long time. A very long time. Yoder, can you bring Kara to the potion book in the library?
Yotor will bring to library.
Thanks. Please excuse the book. It's in Hobgoblin and from the 10th century. I've been translating it for fun. I've never wrote down any of Mama's potions because they're all memorized. Aaliyah, poor potioner writes her brews down. She'd always say.
Okay. Thanks.
Hope it helps.
Yotor grabs Kara's hand and starts to lead Kara out.
We go to library. Yotor knows where all the books are.
I'll see you at dinner.
Exit Yotor and Kara. All the candles go out. Scene 5. Lights up on Ray in the kitchen. There is a large cauldron on a burner on the stove. Enter Kara holding a massive leather-bound tome. Kara places it on the table and opens the book.
Can you read Latin?
Actually, that's Hobgoblin.
Okay then.
Amelia said she'd been annotating it in English, though.
Well, unless she's doing it in invisible ink, I don't see anything.
Oh, well, she's got age marked. Maybe that's the only recipe she started.
Hey, cool bookmark.
Ray picks up a monocle connected to a long chain from the spine of the book.
Oh, it's one of those things. What's it called?
A monocle?
Would it be gross if I put it in my eye socket? Is that like wearing Amelia's contact lenses or something?
Or you could just hold it up to your eye.
Ray puts the monocle in.
Whoa. I think I get it.
Ray takes the monocle away.
It's a mage's glass. Here, put it up to your eye.
Kara does the same as Ray did and looks around.
So, what is it I'm seeing?
Magic, I guess. All the enchantments in this room.
What are the ones on us?
Not really sure. You were always the one I asked about magic stuff back then.
Wish I remember that stuff now.
You will. Who knows? Maybe we start brewing this potion, it starts smelling like Verna's cottage, and then boom, you remember all the names of Lemnog's treasures just like when we were kids.
I'm kind of afraid of it.
Remembering?
What if it all comes back and I don't like what I see? Is it wrong?
I get it. Can I be real with you?
Sure.
I don't know if Anthus would like Ray.
But Anthus is Ray.
True, but Anthus I was a dude that I wasn't a dude that has an easy life, you know? I was a warrior. I can remember what it was like on a battlefield, shoulder to shoulder in a shield wall, and I can remember what it's like taking people's lives in the arena, which is something that Ray doesn't ever want to have to even think about doing. But the point is, it's scary having all these memories inside of you, so I get it.
That's gotta be really hard. I'm sorry, Ray.
That's okay. I don't regret knowing it all because there's also memories that are good and happy. Like you and me. When we were younger, we would hang out a lot.
And those are the good memories.
Well, I've got some for everybody, you know. But those were definitely the best.
What was I like?
Finnet was smart and kind and generous.
Come on, Ray. Who was I?
There were two Finnets. The girl I grew up with who was trouble.
Trouble.
Sneaking potions out of your mom's shop, cutting out of class to hunt deer in the Sylvain.
Well, at least I had fun in one of my lives. What was the other Finnet like?
The other Finnet I met almost a decade later. She'd just been through a lot, and she was haunted by the people she lost along the way. She never stopped believing in the good in people, though, and I think that's one of the reasons Prestamere, you know, wanted you to be his queen.
Queen, Jesus Christ.
Well, I was just trying to. I didn't mean it like that. The gender politics of Fastersille are different than the ones on Earth.
It's fine.
I'm
It's
just trying to
fine.
remember what I'm trying to tell you what I remember. I'm just not good with words. I'm sorry.
I should do this, right? Like, it's important because maybe I can help MG.
Yeah, but also don't just do it for MG. Do it for Kara. God knows I'm still sorting all this out, and Anthus isn't the guy I want to be, but those memories kind of prove to me that Ray can be anything. Like, I have multitudes, and that's cool.
Kara leans in and kisses Ray on the cheek.
What was that for?
Your Anthus is coming out. I just thought I'd try a bit of Finnet. Should we get brewing?
Yes.
Kara picks up the monocle and looks at the book.
Okay. Elixir of anti-corruption. Bring to a boil a half cauldron full of water. Then sprinkle in the ash of an oak sapling that has not yet seen summer.
Scene 6. Lights up in the dining room. A long table is set for 6. Amelia, Theo, Kara, Ray, and MG all sit at the table with Amelia at the head of one end and the other end being empty. They all have full wine glasses in front of them. Everyone is talking amongst themselves.
You get one glass, okay?
You know, in like a week, I'll probably be able to turn water into wine.
Ooh, someone's getting a god complex. Watch out.
Amelia starts to clink her fork against her wine glass and stands. Everyone quiets.
I like to propose a toast. First to you, my friends, my family. The goddess only knows how long since we all shared a neat feast. Second, a toast for the night itself. The autumnal equinox has been celebrated by mortals on the first neath since this world began. The first neath celebrates the goddess coming into being from the chaos and magic that was all before time began. The second neath celebrates the creation of Fastersille, the first home of Therister's children. Tonight, we celebrate the third neath, the birth of Thema, daughter of the goddess, goddess of death, the first gifted. In her blessed name, I salute my cup.
To the Neath. Cheers.
Cheers.
How did training go today, MG?
It was fine. She's doing well. No magical explosions either, so we have lots to celebrate. Kara, any progress on you? How's your potion brewing?
All right, I think. You really buried the lead on how translated that potion book was, but like I said, no memory.
They'll come in time.
Speaking of cooking up stuff, what's for dinner?
We're waiting for our last guest. My father should be here any minute now.
That's right. You know, I wanted to ask, does he know about all this, your father?
Oh, he does.
Bro, it's time.
I know.
I'm
just saying, perhaps before he gets here, you give them some context.
Okay, someone explain something. What's going on?
The man that is joining us is my adopted father. He adopted me long before he was part of our world for a very long time, and he saw my potential at a young age.
What does that mean?
I just wanted her to prepare you because who you'll see may be surprising. He doesn't look like someone who is millions of years old.
Millions?
Enter 3 women in green robes with hoods covering their faces. Each woman is carrying a gift-wrapped box.
The Endless One, first of all wizards, despised of the goddess, welcomes you to his home. Please accept these gifts as celebration of this, the 3rd Neath.
The women hand MG, Kara, and Ray gifts. Then they turn to Amelia and one by one bow and address her. High Witch. Exit all 3 women.
Who were they? What just happened?
Everyone, please stand.
Enter Fastersille. Fastersille is a tall man in flowing ornate robes who looks to be somewhere in his mid to late 30s. Fastersille moves to the empty seat.
Welcome, Father. We praise your arrival.
You honor me, daughter. My apologies for my tardiness. Please, sit and open your gifts, everyone.
Ray takes a bejeweled dagger out of his box.
Thank you, it's very, very nice.
Romeria and Conqueror Prestamir tell me that you fought the Trinidad Games with net and dagger. Those blue-haired barbarians left it in Egypt when they invaded our world during Ramesses the Great's reign in Kemet.
I don't still think I know how to use one, but I'll...
No matter! These things come in time, and it takes time for them to return. Oh. You must be the lovely Queen Finette. For you, a circlet of real Odean copper. And that makes you the goddess-gifted novice, Ysabel.
Kara takes a shining copper crown out of her package, and MG takes out an ornately carved brush and paint compact similar to the set Amelia uses to cast spells.
My name's Kara, actually, but what's yours again?
Like you, I have many names.
Father, she is still not awakened.
Father, Prometheus, Unapushtum, Raven, Lucifer, Merlin, Magi. But you may call me Thursday.
You're Tharister?
Someone has read your novel, Romeria. So, the sigil on the cover works then.
Like I said it would.
Well, let's eat. I know I'm hungry. How about you, Anthus? Or would it be Raymond? Or Ray? Mr. Priest?
Father.
No, Ray is cool. Ray, yeah, I like Ray. Ray's cool. Yeah. I guess. Or Anthony, whatever you want.
Good man. Do you like them, Ysabel?
Yotor enters with the 3 women from before, all holding bowls of soup. Once a bowl of soup is placed in front of each of the diners, Yotor and the women exit.
They're perfect. I don't know how to describe it.
That's because I had them made for you at the only dwarven workshop on Earth.
Where's that, the North Pole?
You mock me, young lady? Remember, the world is much more fantastic and terrible than you are obviously comfortable believing. Go ahead, child. Cast something for us.
I'd rather not.
You can't.
It's not that she can't. We were lighting candles earlier today.
Lighting candles!
She just started training today.
Is this true, Romeria? As you know, time simply isn't on our side. The night of the 4th Neath is tomorrow.
What happens on the night of the 4th?
We go home! That's what happens! On the one day where the goddess exists in all her worlds, we use the combined magic of Romera, Ysabel, and myself to bind her to our will and bring down the wall between our world and Fastersille.
What the hell is he talking about? I thought we were here because we had to bind Mary Grace to her magic or whatever.
Yes, I lied. There is no binding ceremony that needs to happen, though training is important so that she doesn't accidentally harm anyone in moments of emotion. Look, I'm sorry for lying, but I needed a way to get you all here so we could go home.
You lied to me, Romeria.
Everyone has disappeared Kara stares as the same shadowy figures that visited Ray enter the dining room, lining up in front of the table.
Oh, no, 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 let me go back. I don't want to know.
Mermios, the cycle ends and begins anew. Servant of the ladies of the Hallow, conqueror, queen of pirates.
Figure 1 steps forward and Kara tries to move away from them, but she's stuck in place as if her hands are bound behind her.
Please let me go!
This court has found this changing girl guilty of disturbing the peace and guilty of the use of violent witchcraft against another.
I didn't mean to hurt her!
Silence! A sentence has been reached by the village council. We will allow the human to remain in Verna's glen as an apprentice to Verna Potioner. However, she will be stripped of her magic.
Help me! Mama, please! Don't let them do this, please! Mother! Romaria, please!
Figure 2 runs up to Kara and wraps her arms around Kara's legs.
How could you all? Finity is your friend. She has played with your children, delivered your potions.
Romaria!
You know she's not dangerous. What happened to our sister was a tragedy, but if you think for a moment this trial is about anything other than appeasing the Vations, who are calling themselves our rulers, then you are all fools!
Remove yourself, Romaria, or we will be forced to take action.
I am so sorry, Finn.
Yours. Sorry, Tilly. Tussie!
Figure 2 steps back in line. Kara screams and squirms as if she's being burned at the stake. Then it is as if the bindings and the paint is gone. Figure 1 steps back in line as Figure 2 and Figure 3 step forward.
On the way to High Hallow?
We have coin and potions we can sell with you at this village spring fest.
Amelia! Romaria, wait! What was happening before? Was that the night that I lost my magic?
You'd have to split the vendor taxes with me. Although, if you want to see the Holy City, I don't see why you wouldn't just ask Verna to take you. She's schooled at the Temple of the Goddess, you know.
Verna didn't believe that the Vations would ever start rounding up the free humans. Even after what happened to Cobb and Anthus.
We can pay all the travel expenses as long as we can leave tonight.
Taking the river will be safest. Meet me at the dock, and the Reaper moon is highest in the sky.
We'll be there.
Figures 2 and 3 step back in line. Figure 4 approaches.
I trust you will be pleased to know that we ladies of the Hallow have decided to accept your sister as a novice in the temple school.
Okay, I remember now. Please, I've had enough. I don't want to relive anymore.
No words of thanks. She is the first of your kind to walk these halls in 2,000 years. She's quite powerful, and so it seems for you.
How do you know?
The servants of the goddess know all.
I'll do anything to stay with Romaria. Please, Lady Mother, I'll work in the scullery. Anything.
Then stop your groveling. No adopted daughter of Verna would be a maid in this place.
What then? What?
For some time, Conqueror Sabian has been petitioning for the Hallow to recognize his court in Pyrrhus Creed. He wishes for us to legitimize his power by sending a lady of the Hallow to advise his court. Due to his recent victories in Tretadalic lands, we intend to groom your sister for the position. He is old, but recently lost both his heir and his wife.
So I may stay, as long as I agree to be your tool in your plan.
We'll teach you to be the perfect queen and spy. You may serve the goddess this way, or you may test your luck on your own, outside our city gates.
I'll do it.
Kneel then, and speak your vows.
Kara kneels and reaches both hands out with her palms to the sky.
Goddess,
Hear
my
my vow.
Goddess, hear my vow. My soul is yours, O goddess.
My soul is yours, O goddess.
Through my lips, let me speak your words. Guide my hands in shaping this world, first of your worlds, to your whim. Take me as your new daughter, as I take the lost one's name.
You are now and forevermore Finite Kerthema. Serve now your sisters and your goddess.
Exit all figures. Enter Prestamere. You hear the babbling of a brook and the singing of birds.
And my father, he knew why they sent you?
I went to his chambers one night.
And what did my father say?
He told me not to be such a damned fool. He told me to go back to my own room and to get some sleep. The next day, he took me on a walk in the gardens, and he told me the story of the day that he found you, while raiding the Bashan changeling market, and how your mother begged him to take you in. I told him everything, and I thought he would have my head cut off and send me back to the Hollow. But instead, he told me that if I was willing to do all I had done for Ro, that if his son ever returned, he'd be a lucky man to have me as a daughter.
And here I am.
He would have liked seeing us together.
Does the Hollow know?
The goddess knows all, remember? That's why I lost you and Anthus and Romeria until now.
Kara hugs Prestamere tight.
I don't want to go back. This life was hard, but remember how nice this night was?
I need you there. So do Romeria and Ysabel.
Doesn't seem like it to me.
I doubt that.
What if I go back and something happens to Mary Grace and I can't lose her again?
Then don't lose her.
My parents used to take us to this place. It was a lot like this in Big Bear. We camped there in the summer when I was growing up, and I hated it. Can you imagine?
Maybe someday you can take me there.
Prestamere kisses Kara's hands and stands holding her close.
You have to go back, Finite.
I know.
Kara holds Prestamere close for a moment.
Membios.
End of chapter 2. Chapter 3, Barrister's Children. Scene 1. Lights up on Romeria's casting room in Tyler's Creek. The room has many lit candles strewn about it. A giant canvas is spread across the floor with many sigils pasted across it. Sitting center stage, there is a knife and a goblet. The sounds of battle, destruction, and the bellowing of war horns is heard. Enter
Yota and Romeria summon you. O gentle goddess, intercede!
Enter 2 elven soldiers of Batios, armed with spears and short swords.
Come with us, High Witch, and no more blood must be spilled of pirates today. Send the signal, may talk.
Soldier 2 traces his finger over a tattooed sigil on his face.
Hey, you.
Surety.
Of searing meat is heard, then Soldier 2 falls to the floor screaming. Soldier 1 jabs his spear at Romeria, but she dodges it.
Membias. Ayo!
Soldier 1 drops his spear and, acting against his will, picks up the knife on the ground.
Please, don't make me.
He stabs himself with Rob's neck.
The call is heard.
The sound of wind blows through the stage, extinguishing the candles. Enter the goddess, a humanoid-looking being with dark black eyes and long green hair in opalescent robes. Romeria and Yothor drop to their knees.
A mortal child summons me to the first of my world. Name yourself, child.
Your servant, Romeria, High Witch of Pyrus, anointed lady of your hallow, adopted lady of Vernon Potioner.
The human woman. Yes, I knew of this. You are the changeling. Oh, how your mother wailed when your replacement passed. Amelia, she wailed, Amelia! That was your name before you were brought to these lands.
Have you lost your daughter? How can you mock her?
You dare compare your insignificant existence to the tragedy of the loss of my sweet Thema. Why did you summon me?
I want you to send the changelings back to the other world.
Oh. When that villain Therista stole my secrets and killed my sweet Thema, I sent your kind to that water-filled prison like herding lambs into a pen, waiting for slavery or slaughter. I gave your kind to those of this world that would have use of you. Why would I expend an ounce of my power on one of you wicked things?
Because I am of your order. Human I may be, but I have dedicated my life to doing magic in your name, as a lady of the hollow, to honoring you and spreading the lessons of your holy epics.
Speak to me of my holy servants, of my deeds written in epics. These things are of no importance to me. Your temples and services, they are tools of this world to gain riches and renown in my name. If the ladies of the Hallow were truly my servants, then why would I allow a human flea such as you to join their ranks?
You must care something for my kind. It is sung that you exiled Thirster because you would not by your word or your hand take any more life that you had gifted. Your revenge was to make him live forever. Send me and the others back to the other world, and I, through your power, then I will beget the final justice for Thema.
What of your people? If I were to send you back, you would abandon those humans who were born in Fastersille? Leave them with no king, queen, witch, or land? Cast them back to Fastersille before your wretched people were anything but slaves?
Yes.
The human world is a wicked place, girl. Many have tried and failed to end the endless one.
But I will not fail.
No, you will not fail me. I shall grant you what you wish, witch. I give you, and only you, the power to end him. In this fashion shall I return you. You and your human lot will be returned as you were taken from your beds, as drooling, spewing babes and gap-toothed children. None shall have memory of this world or the lives they have lived, save you. Though you may through witchcraft awaken them should it be necessary in your task. Complete this task and kill the fowler, and I will return you and your cohorts to this built strong again and your kingdom's people saved from its enemies.
And if I fail, what of my people?
Then you fail.
You swear this. My people will not come to harm while I live in the other world.
On the memory of my holy daughter, Thema, goddess of death, none in this land will die in her moonlit halls while you quest. Have we a bargain, mortal?
I accept your quest.
The sounds of destruction slowly fade to the sound of pieces, the sink running, and the clanking of dishes being cleaned.
I forgot to tell you, Pam and Dan invited us over for dinner to watch the LSU game. You want to go?
Not really.
A light begins to glow from off stage right. Well, I thought it sounded fun. I asked my mom and she said she'd watch Amelia.
When I step through, I will remember nothing.
The sound of a baby crying is heard under Romari's lines.
Speak of the devil. Someone is up. I'll get it.
In time, you will. But not now, witch.
Exit Amelia stage right.
Here's my little M&M.
It begins.
Scene 2. Lights up in Kara's bedroom at Barrister's estate. Kara lays asleep in bed while MG sits next to her bed reading.
Mary Grace, you're awake? I'm so sorry. For what? For...
There's a knock at the door.
Who is it? It's me. Come in. Do you remember now?
Kara nods and Amelia runs up to give her a teary-eyed hug.
I missed you so much, Ben. I missed you so much, Ro. Does MG know yet? I thought we could tell her the truth together. What do you mean? There is a reason that I never got my magic here and why you haven't gotten your memories back. I changed our story in the book. I wrote our story as I wished it was, not how it happened. Because Emmerdale, you didn't make it to the end of our story in our first laugh. What do you mean? Well, when I was 19, my magic came on the 2nd of that year. There was an accident, and I couldn't control my magic. We lost you, and it was all my fault, and Mama and the village decided that it was too dangerous for me to keep my magic, so they decided to drain me of it. But then we were sent back in time, and you were here, MG. So the book, then... It's mostly true, all the big points, at least. So, all those amazing things that I did in Fastersille, none of them ever happened? I'm not Emmerdale. I'm just Mary Grace, the person who looks like her. How am I supposed to bind a goddess to my will tonight? I'm a fucking kid. Mary Grace, that's the only reason why any of this is possible, though. The goddess made it so Kara never went to Fastersille, so neither did you. Because you are Mary Grace Turner, we can go home. Romaria, I think we might need to talk a little bit about going home, though. What do you mean? I mean, now that I have my memories back, we need to have a serious discussion before you, Emmerdale, and Tharister the Cursed summon the goddess to this world. I don't think there's anything to think about. Evidently, because you always only think of yourself. Like at the time I transported you out of a burning city? My burning city, with my people in it.
Excuse me! As nostalgic as it is for me to hear the two of you at each other's throats again, I was wondering if you'd permit me to have a moment with you alone, Finit?
Romaria, we can wait outside. We will go get some coffee. Come on in.
Exit Amelia and MG. Kara gets out of bed.
My queen.
Theo bows deeply and Kara approaches Theo.
You may rise.
Theo rises out of his bow and Kara engulfs Theo in a hug.
Do you remember that night by the river?
I do.
Do you remember that little wine shop in the Potter's Quarter?
I do. Do you remember?
Kara leans in and whispers something into Theo's ear.
I do.
Press the red. You start.
I am sorry. Before MG got her magic, I could have helped. We knew where you were. You were all alone and
And I had everything figured out. Plus, what would your introduction have been? Hi, I'm Theo. You don't remember me, but I'm your husband in an alternate timeline, in a fantasy world where we ruled an island kingdom together.
You wouldn't have gone for that?
Plus, you put my asshole boss in a headlock, so I wouldn't say you didn't help at all.
I did lie to you, though, Finn.
I understand, though, why you did it. Prestamir, what I wanted to say was, I am happy that I have my memories back. I am so happy I remember us, but I don't want to go back to Fastersille.
What do you mean? What about our people? If we get sent back, we're still at war. They need you. I need you, Finnet.
Haven't we been through enough to be a little selfish? I want to meet your parents and your friends and to go grocery shopping and watch football with you. We can have a life here. No evil elves, no magic, just a real human life.
Kara, magic and evil elves is real life. That's our life.
But it doesn't have to be. We get MG, we leave right now. You can move to LA or we can move to wherever you're from, but point is, we don't have to be stuck in this. We can choose to be Kara and Theo.
Of course I want to leave and live that life, but Finnet, living here, trying to forget, that will never change who we are or what the reality is. We know the secrets of the universe, my love. Is it not our responsibility to help change things? Not just for our people in Pyrus, but for all of humanity. We can tip the scales in humanity's favor tonight.
I just don't believe that the only way that we can help humanity is by magically binding a vengeful goddess and going back to a world of violence and hate. We have a perfectly good one of those right here that could use people like us.
I can't believe you're really saying this.
Prestamir, it's our choice. There are people too. MG, I know that you're outside that door. You can come in.
Enter MG.
How do you...
I'm your big sister. Get your things. We're going home.
No.
You can't do this. It's too dangerous. Just get your stuff, okay?
I'm sorry, Kara, but you literally can't stop me.
Okay!
Kara picks up MG's casting compact, opens it, and paints the Aum sigil on her hand.
I love you both. So much. Romeria and Anthus too, and I wish I could be here, but I am so done watching my loved ones die. I hope to see you both in LA tonight. I will buy pizza and I will buy beer and there will be enough for Anthus and Romeria too, but I really hope to see you there. Please send me back, MG.
Finnet?
Aum, MG. Say it and send me home.
Aum.
Scene 3. Lights up on the spellcasting room. The stage is set up just like the flashback in Chapter 3, Scene 1. MG sits in the center of a canvas with Amelia, who is painting sigils on MG's face with a brush and ink. They both wear traditional High Witch garb.
Yoder and I will summon the goddess here. Once she's with us, Anthus and Prestamir will bring out Fastersille. Once all three of them get to the stone of your sigil, stand on this one over here, wipe off your invisibility sigil, and we will do the binding spell together. Got it? Yeah, so just standing on these should keep us safe. In theory, against magic wielder, it should as a shield, although with the goddess, nobody knows.
Enter Ray in full battle armor with a sword on his hip with Yotor.
Prestamir and Tharister are ready whenever you are. Where's MG?
I'm in here, just invisible.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Do you want to try calling Kara one more time?
No, it's okay. You sure?
Let's do this.
If this works, there won't be another chance. I'm sure. Let's go home then. Get in position, Anthus.
Good luck to the both of you. And Romeria, whatever happens, thanks for getting us back together again.
This was always about getting my family back.
You gonna miss it? Or?
I'll miss Bennett. Me too.
Yota will miss TV.
What about you?
I'll miss my folks. Some of my friends. But what I'll miss basketball. Oh my god, I'll miss basketball. But what I think what we're doing here is important, and that feels good. Plus, in Fastersille, I can teach the centaurs how to play basketball, which will be a lot better than regular basketball.
They're gonna like that too much.
I'll await your order, High Witch.
Exit Ray. Amelia moves to her spot in the middle of the canvas, and MG stands at her assigned down rear sigil. Amelia takes her brush and paints a line down her face connecting 3 sigils painted across her face.
Sariti.
The candle flames burn blue. Amelia picks up the knife, cuts her hand, and dips her finger in the goblet.
Testis.
Amelia traces the sigil on Yotor's chest in her blood, then takes Yotor's hands.
Membios. Ayo. I summon here, with the honor of your servant, she who spoke with magic and chaos to create this world and all others. Hear and give audience to me, High Witch to Paris, in your faithful servant.
Fog begins to roll into the room, then the stage goes black. When the lights return, the goddess stands face to face with Amelia. Amelia drops to her knees. The goddess walks slowly around the room, inspecting it, walking around MG.
You thought to hide this one from my gaze, High Witch? Her new wrought magic announces itself to me like summer sunbeams on naked skin. Who is this young witch that she might meet her goddess?
She's no one, good goddess.
Even no one must have a name.
She is my sister Ymedel, adopted by your servant Verna in Fastersille, gentle goddess.
I know this name. Is it not her who even now sleeps in my daughter's lifeless halls?
Now, generous goddess, but here I pay your tribute today. On this most terrible day, I honor you with my end of the bargain, complete in your eyes.
What witchcraft brings her back from the dead?
No witchcraft. She died in Fastersille, but was born anew when we were sent back. I wish her to return to your world with us in Finn's stead.
You shall pass to Fastersille once my quest is completed.
Bring him forward. See here as I promised.
Enter Anthus and Prestamere, both in battle armor with weapons drawn, escorting Tharister in chains. Amelia rips Prestamere's sword out of his hands.
Romeria!
Amelia stabs Tharister and he drops to the ground. MG screams and Prestamere moves in front of her, lowering his sword at Amelia and Goddess.
What did you do?
It's what we had to do to get back.
What about the plan?
This has always been my plan.
Amelia kneels before the goddess, presenting the sword to her.
I laugh for a laugh. Now send us back.
No!
What do you mean, no?
You are a sad, brutish creation. I will not send you back because you have failed my test.
I killed him. That's what we agreed.
A test! All of it! To see if in your exile your kind had changed. I see, though, that you, for your own selfish reasons, still found it fitting to execute this man who raised you like his own child. Monster he may be.
No, I didn't do it for me. It was to bring my family back together.
This you have done, witch.
Goddess, please, we just want to go back. We didn't know she was going to do that.
He's right. She lied to all of us.
Lies! Betrayal! Blood! This is what I feared. But now I know what I must do.
Ayo! Tassis! Donrier! Suriti! Mambios! I bind you to this place!
Oh.
The lights change, and Amelia, Theo, Tharister, and Ray are gone.
Where'd they go?
You dare use what little power you have to bind me to this place?
MG wipes her face sigil.
I do dare. Because you're evil and you suck at world building. Both of the
created did, child. I simply allowed the idea to thrive.
Why?
So that you all might have choice. And none have paid more dearly than I.
You're not special. We've all lost.
She was the daughter of the goddess!
Okay, both my parents died in a car accident.
If it is true that my worlds are so wicked, then perhaps I should take away choice and allow all to live in harmony.
No!
Is it worth saving then, child?
Of course it is.
Tell me then, why? Why I should allow free will? Why, if all it brings is pain and suffering? And if I see it fit, I will allow free will to remain.
For a long time, after my parents died, I felt nothing mattered. And the world was terrible, and I didn't want to be a part of it. And I thought, why even try if you're just gonna die anyway? If everything is random and meaningless, then what's the point? All of this made me realize, though, if that is true, then that same randomness can create great, good things that make the world better, and anyone can be the instrument to make that change. We need free will because even though it opens up the door to pain and grief, it also opens the door for love to exist. Real love is in action. It must be fought for and nurtured to stay alive.
Hear my decision. You may choose, and your fellows may choose. I will send you back to Fastersille to the day Romeria sent you here. Should you choose this road, I will send you there with no more siege, but the walls of Pyrrhus Pre both strong and high, only with no memory of this life. You may also choose to stay in this world, in the lives you have lived, but with no memory or trace of magic.
Can we talk about it before making the decision?
So be it.
Scene 4. Lights up on the Turner sisters' apartment living room. Kara sits on the sofa with MG and Ray eating a slice of pizza. Amelia, Yotor, and Theo sit at the table.
But we can't live here. We have to choose. I've made my choice. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here. There's nothing here for me. What about us? MG, without Fastersille, there is no us. I wouldn't even know who I was. That's all the left. It's all life has been. So, that's it. You've made your decision. I can't lose you again, but this is the only way I can keep these memories.
The stage right exit begins to glow.
It's ready for you. Come here. You too.
Kara, MG, and Amelia do a group hug.
I don't know what to say. I wish things could be different. Thank you for reading my book, MG. Thank you for writing it for me. I love you, Romeria. I forgive you for everything. I love you too, Finn. Goodbye, boys. Whatever you choose, I wish you good laughs.
I'm coming with you.
You sure, right?
Yeah. I've been skating by my whole life. Just trying to pick the easiest thing. And I want the hard choice.
May your sword cut clean, brother.
Ray and Theo hug, then Amelia sticks out her hand to Theo.
Conqueror?
Hi, witch.
Theo grabs her hand and pulls her in for a hug.
Yoder, let's go home.
Amelia and Yotor exit stage right. Kara walks up to Ray.
Kara, there's something I gotta say, and it may be a little awkward with press here, but
Kara grabs Ray and plants a big kiss on him.
What did you think I gave you all that free coffee for?
MG, go buy those fireworks for me, okay?
You got it.
Exit Ray. Theo goes to exit.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I love you, Finette. I hope whatever you choose, you can find what you're looking for. I think you were right, that there's a lot of good that we can do in this world. I made a lot of choices I regret in both lives because I was given a crown in the first one. I want to see what my life could be without that burden.
Exit Theo.
I just want you to know that whatever you choose, I won't be mad. I love you.
I love you too, Kara.
Well, should we do this?
MG grabs Kara's hand.
I'll see you in another life.
Kara and MG exit stage right. The lights slowly fade to black and the sound of a babbling brook is heard. Here ends the first book in the epic of Fastersille.